Hey friends, thanks for being back with us today. Now, I know it's been a couple of weeks since we've posted anything recently on our YouTube channel, and I want to just tell you thank you for being patient. As we had this absence, we were gone on vacation. And what you're going to see now is we are now back from vacation. We just got home a little while ago, and we're going to go out and we're going to take a look at our garden. And you're going to be able to see the good, the bad, and the ugly when it comes to our garden. So no airbrushing. Now, before we go out, let me just say something really quick. We usually don't take our vacation as late as we did this year. It's about the middle of June now. We usually take our vacation somewhere as early as the end of April, most of the time in May. But this year, because of life events and what all was going on, we could not take a vacation until the very end of May, very beginning of June, right after, it was the week coming after Memorial Day. So anyway, because of that, we were hitting our strawberry harvest as it was coming on. And so it was a little bit sad to us that we didn't get to have all of our strawberries that we were hoping to get this year, but we were able to give them away to friends and family and just give them a treat. So let's go outside, let's take a look at things, and you'll get to see what we see and see all the work that we need to be done, because again, we've been away for 2 weeks. Aren't the clematis absolutely beautiful? We transplanted these at the end of this last season, and we're wanting them to eventually vine their way up over our trellis. They started making it that way, but we were really happy with the color that we got this year. So let's go ahead and go on in and take a look at all the work that we've got to get done. Now, I can see already we've got some weeding to do, but again, we've been gone for a couple weeks, but things are looking great. Here's our spinach, and Lynn's gonna come out. She's gonna cut some of our spinach. Our garlic's getting along much better. This is Paris white. This is the stuff that kind of looks like romaine lettuce. And again, Lynn's gonna be coming out and cutting much of this, and we're gonna be in lettuce now for a while. Again, we also are gonna have to weed. Now, before I left, I ended up going out and getting some more onions that hadn't sold out yet, because our onions didn't germinate or produce. The sets I put in didn't work as well as we had hoped. And so I went out, found some that looked like they were gonna work for us. I'm very happy with the way that these have filled in. So far, this is what our super sauce looks like. Now, these are the tomato cages that we built ourselves. But these super sauce, they look kind of, I don't know, weak. They look kind of small compared to some of our other tomatoes. And we'll see how these go. Remember, these are supposed to have the giant, kind of like nice Roma-sized tomatoes, but they're supposed to be 5.5 inches tall and 5.5 inches wide. One of our largest disappointments is one of our new boxes. Our plants in this box have not done well. And we don't know if it's the dirt or if it's the seeds, because most of the seeds were old. However, there is a commonality across the entire box, and that is the box is not done well. So we're probably going to have to supplement this box with the finished aspect of our compost. Now, this compost, looks like some of the potatoes that we put in here have started to sprout. So I'm gonna have to try to get on this, get it heated back up, mix this up, and then get this compost down onto the garden. But bugs have obviously been after our cabbage, so we'll have to try to take care of that. Looks like we've got some radishes to pull, but again, these bunching onions, we've always have great success with bunching onions, and these have just not done well at all. So we're gonna try a number of natural supplements for that. Something we are very happy with, look at this. When we were in Michigan, we couldn't not grow zucchini. You just thought about growing zucchini and you had more than you wanted to. And this is actually the first year where we've had a lot of success, and our zucchini plants have come up really, really well. Also, our new strain of pickling cucumbers have come up really nice also. Matter of fact, Lynn said, yep, there it is. We've already got some that are starting to take. So again, very happy with that. These are our Better Boys. Always a lot of luck with these Better Boys. They're doing pretty good. Our beans are flowering and doing really well. For those who didn't get a chance to look at our video on how we plant our green beans in our raised beds, you can go to that at the end of the video. We've given you a couple of links in reference to that, and you can take a look at that. This middle box has been kind of weak. Now again, these seeds and those seeds from that box were from last year. And if there was going to be a difference between any of these boxes, there should have been a difference between the third box and the first two boxes. And in reality, the only large difference we have is in the size of this middle box. And so again, that tells us there must be something going on with the dirt. And so we'll go ahead and we'll take a look at that and see what we can do to supplement. But we'll get 2 crops of beans out of these 3 boxes. We'll replant in July if we don't get all the beans that we want, and do a second crop. Sometimes all 3, sometimes not. Our sun golds are doing very, very well. They're a very proliferate tomato. That you see them already coming on. We've got a number of small ones here already started, and these will turn a very beautiful kind of orangish purple. And Lynn says they're very, very sweet. Lynn, help me remember, what do we have in these bags?
These are supposed to be mortgage lifters.
Oh, that's right. These are the mortgage lifters. Now, something I'm concerned about is the leaf blight that we have at the bottom. Now, there's a number of reasons for that. It also could be that maybe the soil's just a little dry. We're supposed to be getting some rain tonight and tomorrow. But leaf blight can just be a disease that is inherent in the seeds of the plant, the strain that you've got. Sometimes this can be picked up by water splashing up off the dirt onto the plant. The top of the plant looks very, very healthy. But again, really concerned. We have the same problem over here. Now, aromas are doing very, very well. Now, what's the common denominator again? Easy. Brand new, hybrid, mortgage lifter, and then the ones that we had all the way down there, the super sauce, also brand new, hybrid. We'll see how these go. Now, all of these tomatoes all the way down here, we had a very good germination rate. You see some leaf blight here, some leaf blight down there. Some of these are doing very, very well. Again, these are just better boys. Those down there, some Romas. Those are old standbys. But some of these hybrids that we put in this year seem to be having a disease problem. So again, we'll see what we can figure out. Well, that's about it. Oh, no, it's not. I wanted to come back around. We've got to do a little bit more of our garden update. Now, we didn't get a chance to put netting down on our wild black raspberries before we left for vacation. We're going to be putting them in here soon. But oh, look at this. Look at those. They are absolutely full. So what we've got to do, we're going to have to trim this back here, and then we're going to have to get our netting down on here so we don't end up feeding these to the birds. We want to keep these. We'll see how those come out. Want to make sure that we don't end up with too much of a disease process going on. This middle box looks like it's going to have to work a little bit. Hello, Mr. Spider. Yeah, might be just a garden orb, or garden weaver, they also call them. But we'll get these pruned out, trimmed up. But even if all we got was all of these off this bush, I would be very, very happy this year. So let's go ahead and take a look at our potatoes. Woo! We have lots of weeding to do, lots of weeding. All right, we have flowers on the potatoes. These are long season potatoes, and if I'm going to get more potatoes, I've got to get more soil into these boxes. We put some in and raised these up before we left, but again, these have come on pretty quick, and we're going to have to get more dirt into these bags and into these containers if we're going to hope to get more potatoes growing up in layers. Got to get rid of all of that. Going to lay down fabric cloth and then put in all this pea gravel here. Look at those weeds. That's crazy. And our watermelon, not too bad. Again, it looks like one of the things that we've got going on with all of our plants is they look a little dry. Just look a little dry. So that's about it on our garden update. And we're gonna go ahead and be posting some other videos that we taped much earlier in the year that we hope will be an encouragement to you. I've still got some stuff I got to put together on wild black raspberries, transplanting those from the wild. Even though it's past spring, you can do that almost any time through the year, as long as you have a primocane, and you'll know what that is when we talk again in the video. And then if this box doesn't do well for us, we'll go ahead and pull out what we need to, and we'll go ahead and get ready to put in a fall harvest crop in that box. Thanks for being with us. Again, the good, bad, and the ugly. And we hope that you just hit like, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, and then hit that little bell button if you want to get notified when we do post a new video. And we would encourage you, please help our family grow by sharing this on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, and just come along for this wonderful journey to growing independence and self-sufficiency. You guys have a great day.